Alright, I have a lot of stuff here. I have about a tablespoon of olive oil, salt, pepper, mixed vegetables, mixed fruit, a piece and a half of Ezekiel sprouted bread, black beans, cheese, chicken. I think that's everything. All right, so I am watching a YouTube channel called Abraham Hicks Tips. And the title of the video is called Don't Chase It, Become It, and Watch It Chase You, Abraham Hicks 2025. So this is someone made a cartoon avatar of Abraham Hicks. It's really cute. It has these beautiful scenic cartoon backgrounds, and it's Abraham Hicks teaching. She's speaking now of 3 minutes in, she's speaking of problems and solutions, but I'm not sure if I'm quite getting her point yet. But something I am getting from it is that, well, I guess a comment I could make on problems and solutions. If I see a problem, like with my business, for example, I recognize it, but I don't spend a lot of time like feeling bad about it or anything like that. I just immediately think to myself, oh, okay, this is happening. How can I resolve this? And sometimes with situations that I need to address, I'll think, how can I take this situation and turn it into a good thing? This uncomfortable situation that I don't like happening. How can I learn from this, or use it to be better? She's talking about problems and perception of problems, and rather than being a vibrational match to the problem, being a vibrational match to the solution. Resistance is something that I can identify with. Esther Hicks talks a lot about resistance in her teaching. It's not something that I consciously think about in recent months, but a couple of years ago, when I first started listening to Esther Hicks, I did consider, is there part of me that doesn't want this? It's something I think I want, but is there part of me that doesn't want it? And why is that? One example could be having a whole lot of piano students. Well, having 70 piano students, that would be a wonderfully large income, and I have taught 70 something piano students before. But there are some negative things that come with that. There's the stress of always trying to keep that 70 something students and maintain that. And what if it goes down to 60 students? Then I have 10 open time slots, and I'm just kind of sitting around my studio and filling up time. And so there are some negatives to that. So I think, okay, well, do I really want 70 students, or do I maybe just want 50 students? Right now, my goal happens to be 35 students, and I like that for right now. Maybe it'll be different someday, but I like it because my studio is full. I don't think I have any openings right now, and I like the idea of meeting my goal, feeling that sense of abundance. And so just having the insight and being able to recognize if we are stopping ourselves from some of the things that we think we want, or we say that we want, and just to be able to recognize some of those possible resistances. She's saying that when you're in the vortex, and I wish I had another word for vortex. When you're in the, I will have to be able to paraphrase that word somehow. But when you're in the zone, when you're functioning without resistance and the full way that a person would want to be functioning, she says that you don't really see problems as problems. She mentions being non-resistant to what we want and allowing the manifestation. So what we could often see as like problems can just be opportunities for us to adjust what we're doing, create new ways of doing things, you know, recognize something that just isn't working for today, and adjusting and making the new way to do today, to do this week, to do this month. She's now going on to say that it is necessary to feel the feelings of what we would like to manifest. She uses the phrase, you hold yourself for inordinate amounts of time. And what that sounds like to me, my interpretation of that is a person that stays where they're at and just says, I don't have this, I want this, I don't have this, I want this, and just focusing on what they don't have, versus a person that has abundantly and also looks to what is next, the now abundance and the next abundance, and not only feels the now abundance, but takes time to feel the next abundance, what the now is kind of evolving into today, this week, maybe the next year. She just said the words, it would manifest fast if you, etc., etc. I think about my piano students. I have some students that are on level 1, and they've been with me for 4 years. It's just because they don't practice on a regular basis. They could be done with all the levels by now. They could be on through level 5 and graduated. I will take a student. I've been teaching full-time piano lessons for almost 30 years. I could take a student and zip them through every level as fast as they want to go. And when I hear Abraham Hicks talking about manifestation and allowing and mindset and feeling the feelings, I feel excited and motivated to let myself go as fast as is possible. I mean, just go ahead. I'm ready for that. I'm prepared for that. And yeah, it just made me think of my piano students and how I have things designed for them so that they could go fast if they wanted to, if the parents wanted the kids to, if the kids wanted to, but they don't. Some do, a couple do. She says, you are the creator of your reality. You are the creator of you. She mentions that we can feel discord when we give ourselves resistance by not letting ourselves be ourselves. We can feel discord. Yeah, so she's talking now about, as she says, following the trail of good feeling thoughts. She says, I've trained myself to follow the trail of good feeling thoughts. That is similar to my Do I have it on my index right now? How did that get off of there? Let me write this on here real quick. What is exciting and motivating? For quite some time, I've asked myself, what is exciting and motivating? And that's different every day. She's talking about satisfaction and manifesting. I will say that this law of attraction mindset does help me to manifest things. And when I manifest things, that just kind of reinforces that spending time with this type of mindset is very effective. Yes, things manifest, but the satisfaction, ongoing satisfaction, is in being aligned. Being within these the good vibration, the good feelings. The manifesting is really good, but it really doesn't exist without the satisfied feeling of really truly being oneself. And she describes it as being like hooked on it. And I think that when we see the process happen in our own lives of like visioning and manifesting and visioning and manifesting and feeling, yeah, it's definitely something I have practiced and I do. Okay, dinner. This is Ezekiel bread, which is flourless, sprouted. I think this is the sesame, red pepper hummus, avo, fat-free Greek yogurt, banana, hemp hearts, and I gotta add some salt to this. It is morning. There's dew on the grass, yellow and brown daisies. Do piano teaching content in scenic locations. Good morning. I have 1,249 days to go on my restricted driving permit until I qualify to get fully reinstated for my Illinois driver's license. I'm on day 22 of consecutive vlogging. Pretty fun. I've learned some things at this point. Some things. Thank you to my 7 subscribers. A couple of focuses. Excited and motivating. Following the feeling. That's the Esther Hicks teaching.